What's up, guys? We are live here at Pro Play Games with sponsored PPG player Chris Abella, top 3 ranked in the world, and he had a pretty fantastic weekend at Origins. How was your weekend? What'd you do?
The weekend was great. 5 days of Dragon Ball. A lot of fun. Got to hang out with a lot of cool people. We spent the whole weekend with the team. We all get to bond and stuff like that. We had a lot of events going on. We played Team Wars. We did drafts. We did regular regionals. It was a lot of fun. The first day was draft. It was actually not a draft, it was sealed, so whatever you got in your 6 packs, you had to build a deck, which was a lot of fun, something new that we hadn't done because we normally draft here. It was a good time. I ended up pulling the secret rare, so that already started the weekend off good. So I think I placed around 4th or 5th on that. Then the next day we did Team Wars, which we got a 1st place, a 2nd place, and then we split with KTM. We played it out, but then it was a lot of fun. We got to play against the other top teams. And then on the regional, I ended up going undefeated with a draw to someone that played a similar deck as me. And after that, we played out top 8, and then top 4. I had to play against Justin. We ended up just chopping pretty much, and then he went on ahead because I felt like he could take down Danny, but sadly that didn't happen. But it was overall a great event. Alright, so this is the deck that I chose to play. Obviously veggies, what I feel like is the best deck in the format. Obviously at Team Wars I was playing Mecha Frieza because that's the leader I love. Leader I felt like was really strong. But the issue with that is when you're playing against mirror matches that are playing the Ginyu leader, which I decided to play, they just awaken before you, and I felt like it wasn't a big issue at first because you're able to play your dudes with mecha and without having to charge a yellow, and then you just stop their plays. But if you really don't awaken, you have the worst time, and they ended up just gaining so much advantage over you that it doesn't really matter. So I decided to play Ginyu. You need to awaken, you need to see more cards so you have green energy to charge for your Kabas, obviously. And yeah, this was the 50 card deck right here. So obviously we played 4 Kabas. He's the best 2-drop in the game, no questions about that. He lets you get beaters that give you more advantage, that bring on more cards on the field, and he makes the cost of the rest of your dudes pretty much 1 less. So it's it's an amazing card. We play obviously for the Super Saiyan Caulifla. She takes a life, makes it so your creatures don't die to your own card effects, which you really need to, so you don't have to pop your dudes with KO. For KO, obviously, you need spot removal. She puts pressure, she draws you a card, she's critical. I think she's an overall perfect card. The 1-drop Trunks, he's good. I didn't really like him that much. I don't know why with my luck. I always kept hitting Planet Vegeta and Flying Nimbus with the top 2 cards. So he was clutch at points where he got me obviously Shugesh, or he got me a Kaba. He lets you also feel the drop area for the black cards because you're not dumping that many cards early on. So you want fuel for the black cards. So he's okay. Goku Black, love this card. He's at first he's normally green energy, but he's offensively good and defensively good. If they're putting a lot of pressure on you, if you Shugesh him out, he and Shugesh become a 40k combo or something like that. So I think it's overall a great card. And then we played the red package for the veggies. It's 10 red cards. The bold Super Saiyan 2 Caulifla, when you play her, she lets you look for a KO of Universe 6 or the Kaba Universe 6, and then you get to play them on the field. So it's great if you turn 2, you go Kaba, hit the Caulifla, hit the KO or the Kaba. It's great. You get 3 dudes for 2 mana, and if you swing with her that turn, you draw a card. So it's you got all that for free because it replaces the Kaba that you played. This card becomes energy if you see it in your hand. You normally never hard cast it. You just play it as energy, and then you Shugesh her out if you have a Kaba on the field. KO. This card is really amazing. She swings if you have a Universe 6. Included another copy of herself, gains 5k, draws you a card, so it puts pressure, it gives you advantage. Overall perfect card. If you have Kaba, it obviously costs 1. Super Saiyan, Impeccable Super Saiyan Kaba. I decided to play 2 of this guy because if you play too much red, it will clog your hand, and you never really charge more than 1 red, and you really don't want to see these in your hand. Outside of the KO, you want to just hit them of Kabas and Cauliflas. So 2 of him was good. He's good against Universe 7 because they play nothing but Nimbuses and Roshis. And in the mirror match is great too because he's able to attack active Kabas, so it's huge. You know, you attack the Kaba, they have to throw a 10k to protect it. And early on, if you go Kaba, hit Caulifla, hit this guy, and they're not awakened, you know, they're not gonna throw 2 5ks or a 10k, and they can't Shugesh, so he's amazing. For the black cards, I played 2 of the Time Overseeing Trunks and a Mass Saiyan. Mass Saiyan's obviously huge, has to be like the best black card currently right now, because since this is the best deck, it hits multiple creatures on board, and it always baits out Bloodlust. If you're playing the mirror match, they play Kaba first, and they decide to Bloodlust this, your Mass Saiyan's gonna wipe their board, so this is huge. This guy is used to abuse, obviously, Shugesh, which is the best super combo by far. It lets you play him more. If you see 4 copies, you're playing more than 4, but it lets you reuse your Shugesh. It lets you add back cards. There's times where you only see 1 Kaba, and then he'll grab you back the same Kaba you saw, and you're able to play it again, so he's huge. Explosive Super Saiyan Goku. This guy, Explosive Spirit Saiyan Goku. I don't know if it's Super Saiyan, but yeah. He's pretty much a Super Saiyan. He pops anything, so he's amazing. You need him. I was normally running 2, but after I saw how huge and popular the Universe 7 got and how everyone was going for the Victory Strike, it is your only answer in this deck to the Victory Strike. So you need to see this card against that deck. Like if I saw it in my opening hand and I saw that they were playing that deck, if I saw that deck was that really scary, I would keep it in my hand 100%. Because he's the only answer you have to the Secret Rare, and if they pull that off on you and you don't see this card, you are going to automatically lose. Obviously, for the best super combo in the game, thank God that they're making a card to counter him, because he is ridiculous. He lets you play every single one of your cards except the 2 black cards. Every single one of your cards could be a Shugesh target, so he's huge. Planet Vegeta, played 4 of that. I was not playing this card in the Mecha Frieza deck, but in this deck, since you don't play the events for free, you need to charge, you need to have yellow energy for Nimbus and for Bloodlust. So yeah, Planet Vegeta huge, gets you literally every card in your deck outside of Mass Saiyan, so you know, it's Planet Vegeta. 4 Flying Nimbus, best negate in the game, with obviously cards like Explosive Goku. There's times where if you're playing the mirror match, they put a lot of pressure on you. You Flying Nimbus their first attack, you know, you either take or out pump their leader swing, and then their next swing you can shoot Shugesh, Explosive their guy, or if you already have this on board, you just block their next attack. So it pretty much ends their turn. Flying Nimbus, best negate obviously. And then I'm only playing 2 Cold Bloodlust. Justin talked to me about this. We noticed that in testing, this card normally you would just charge it, because if you resolve 1, you know, like I feel like resolving 1 to 2 is good enough. Anything else after that became energy, and we didn't want to have cards that clog our hand. So you only want to charge 1 yellow energy in this deck anyway. So you'll probably charge a Planet Vegeta to play your Nimbus and Bloodlust, and any other Planet Vegeta you draw after that, you obviously play it. But you only need 1 to 2 Bloodlust per game, and we saw that it was clogging our hand, so we decided to play 2, and I do not regret that decision. Alright, so this was the deck I decided to play. Obviously the best choice in my opinion for this format. I want to say thank you for Pro Play Games, obviously. Shout out to the team, it was a lot of fun. You know, we stayed with some of the judges, shout out to them as well. Shout out to ARG for hosting the event. Obviously shout out to Bandai for this game. And yeah, that's pretty much it. I had a lot of fun. It was cool seeing everyone. Congrats to Danny for the win on his regional. And yeah, this was the deck I decided to play. Peace.